let's start talking about the month of Cancer. We're getting to the month of Cancer basically tonight, and it's going to be 2 days, 2 degrees. It's basically called the 30 degree of the moon of Gemini, and the day after is the 1st degree of the moon of Cancer. What does that mean? First, I mean, what's the idea? Well, before we even explaining it, this month present itself heavy. This month present itself wrong. This month present itself like no good. And let me show you. The Zohar write that this one is a bit difficult. That's how the Zohar write about this month. Not only that, you know, the name of God, the Tetragrammaton, Yud Kei Vav Kei, you write it totally from back to forth, meaning you start from A, Vav, A, Yud. Usually it's Yud Kei Vav Kei, backward. You're going backward with the name of God. Like, is this like a sign? You know, it's almost like you're driving on the highway and there is about 200 truck driving toward you. Are you thinking, hey, maybe I'm on the wrong direction here? I mean, the Yud Kei Vav Kei telling you, listen, this is reverse. This month, reverse. Not exciting. Then the 2 letters that control this month, it's called Het and Tet. Het, corresponding for the month of Cancer, month of Sartan, and Taf is the letter that controls the Levana. If you put the 2 letters together, it will sound like crime. Het. Even the 2 letters that are supposed to represent all the good energy within this month are the way you say it is Het, like a crime. What happened that this month seem like for a purpose like a tough month. And why even the name of this month is Cancer, the sign of the zodiac. Cancer, Avraham Avinu, Abraham, in the book of Yitzhak, Cancer, which everybody's scared when they hear the word cancer, you know, but in Hebrew is sartan, la'asir, to remove something. We're supposed to remove. Some people say tan mean confusion, some people say tan mean shadow, some people say tan mean evil. That means to remove negativity. Let's put it this way, sartan. So in this month, you have the sartan. You know, what is a sartan? A crab. You see the crab never move forward or backward, they move to the side. Always move to the side. Show that they lacking something in Kabbalah called center, called the balance. They have right and left. Wonderful right and left, but they move sideways. That's how they move. That's how God created them for us to see it. As I said, okay, that's what Cancer mean. But what does that mean for us? That means that this month you got to be careful. You got to be careful with losing the balance. Losing the balance. Overly sensitive about yourself. Not too sensitive about others. That's both, not balance. Overly sensitive over yourself, I'm going to get hurt. Not sensitive to others, they're going to get hurt. You got to find the between. And that's why Cancerian, people who are born in the month of Cancer, can get hurt very easily. They're very sensitive. And people in the month of Cancer, like as we're jumping in tonight, we're getting hurt for no reason. People who are very emotional, usually going to get hurt in the month of Tammuz. And then when you get hurt, where is it going? It's going to the organs that corresponding to the month of Cancer, which is the colon, the digestive system. The colon and what's above. So when people said, when I feel bad emotionally, I feel like a bad stomach, you can ask any psychologist. They will tell you if people suffer from the stomach, they have something emotional attached to it. Month of Cancer, corresponding to the stomach, corresponding to emotions, depends how you take the emotions. So I owe you an answer that why this month seems so heavy, the name is heavy, the letters are heavy, everything about it seems like not inviting. It's almost like we said, can we skip this month please? And then we go next. So it's heavy, but we need to stop. The month of Cancer, according to Abraham, who wrote the book of formation, is controlled by, you call it Chush Ariya, the sense of sight. Your capability of seeing things, that's controlled by the months of Cancer. Where do we learn it from? If you remember the story from the Bible, when the spy went to Israel, they left on the 29th degree of the moon of Gemini, okay, to the land of Canaan, which is Israel today, for 40 days. And they came back exactly in 40 days after. It was Tisha B'Av, it was the 9th day of Av, when they gave a negative bad report about the land of Israel. That story, it's a nice story. But what is that story has to do with me and has to do with this month? Because this month control Riyah, control the sense of sight. That means in this month, I gotta look for what's good about my life. And if I can find it, God forbid, the same thing that I cannot see the good at, that's what's gonna hunt me later on in my life. And later on this year. So month of Cancer, my friend, you're gonna find good about things. Why does that happen to me? What's the good about it? What's the blessing about it? And if you cannot see the blessing, unfortunately, it can turn to curse. You gotta find the blessing within the misfortune. You gotta find it. Search and find. Now, why? Again, because that's a sense of sight, and they couldn't use their eyes in a proper way. When you look at things and say, my life is bad. When you look at yourself and say, I'm not looking good. When you look at yourself and you say, I'm not confident enough. And all this negative thing, you might be right. But being right doesn't make it better. You gotta make things better this month. That's really what it's all about. You look at things, find the good. I get upset a lot of time when I see things not working or things not going in the right direction. But then I sit with myself, once I've come down, so okay, Eliyahu, that happened. That's already happened. Now let's find the blessing in it. And tell you the truth, miracle happen after that. Only when I find the blessing in the area of what's not working, it's not working. That means sometimes we'll have a conversation about a situation we have to take care. And because I look at it, I say, okay, there's a blessing with it, for it that we talk. I don't know where it's going. And the Creator, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, all of the righteous, all the angels come and help us. Gotta see the good. Now, why in this month? To see the good. Another reason. The planet that controls this month is Levana, the moon. We need to know who is the moon. On Wednesday, if you look at Bereshit in Genesis, God decided to create two rulers in heaven. Ruler number one or number two, it doesn't matter who was coming first, the sun. Ruler number two, the moon, they're totally equal. The moon was a shining amount of light which nobody can handle. The sun, on the other hand, shine not all the light, but everybody could handle. The moon come to complain to the Creator, say, Master of the world, everybody else ruling something on their own. The land rule the land, the water rule the water, the wind is the wind. Why do I share my kingdom with these two rulers in heaven? Come the Creator and say to the moon, why don't you make yourself smaller? Then it will be one ruler, which is the sun. And that's what happened since then. But of course, the argument there, was the moon lie? Was the moon didn't have a good argument there? Why? Is it a punishment when the Creator said to the moon, go make yourself smaller? That's what the Zohar and Tikkun Zohar talk a lot about. And the answer, my friend, the universe was created for human being. If the moon will rule with the full potential of light, no filter, nobody can handle that type of energy. Because the moon, the concept of the moon, if you understand from a point of holidays or the Hebrew calendar, the Jewish calendar, or the Kabbalistic calendar, it's ruled by the moon and the sun, both. You look at the Muslim calendar, the moon. Gregorian, which is related more to the Christian, the sun. Very interesting, if you think about it. Three major religions. You look at most flag of Muslim people, moon. You're aware of that, I hope you are aware. Sun, moon, both. And to understand that, we need to understand that it wasn't to punish the moon when God said, go make yourself smaller. It's to tell the moon, you will have to wait to the right time. And when is the right time? When people will be ready to handle that light of the moon, which is called in Kabbalistic term, or the Chokhmah, light of wisdom, then it's no problem. Till then, you'll become second to the rulers of heaven, which is the sun. Today, coincidentally, there is a thing, either moon eclipse or sun eclipse, moon eclipse, lunar eclipse, that's happening on the sign of Cancer, which is the moon. So today, it's almost like God saying to the moon, chill. What does that mean? Again, one religion believes in the sun, one religion believes in the moon, one religion believes in both. Not believe like worship that. I'm talking about believe like you can benefit from the timing point of view. The idea we can connect to the moon with a full potential, or we connect to the moon when God said to it, go make yourself smaller. What do you want to connect to? Ask yourself this once. If you want to connect to Lechiu Ma'ati Tatzvech, go and make yourself smaller, you always will feel you don't have enough. And that's why, I'm sorry if I hurt you, Cancerian, that's why jealousy is part of Cancerian. Cancer can be very jealous. You know, they never feel they have enough. And if they become materialistic, then it becomes the worst for them. Because they think when they have more money, they will be more happy. That's Cancerian. So it's not easy. For men Cancer or women Cancer, you should be happy with what you have. This is the one problem the Cancerian have in their personality. Also, if you have rising Cancer or moon in Cancer, it's similar. You gotta be happy with your domain, with your existence. Because when you have a puzzle and you're missing 25 pieces, at least you have a puzzle. Some people don't even have a puzzle. So you're gonna look at the 25 pieces missing. Well, there's a puzzle. My family is building some puzzle here for 2,000 pieces, I think, of, I don't know when it's gonna end. But I always look at it, and then they don't want to put it into a picture. I say, wow, it's a lot of patience. But the beauty, that they see the end of the puzzle. They don't see the pieces. So for that reason, they get motivated. Can you see the end of time when the moon will be complete with everything going to be okay? Can you see that? Then these months all of a sudden become what? The best months. Because within these months, as all the light potentially, that's mean if time not exists, then the end of time is here already, and this is already the fulfillment of light. So let's connect to it. Don't connect to the misery. Even one of the negative events happened this month, in the 17th degree of the moon of this month. The tablet that came from God to Moses broke. But don't forget what Aaron said. Most of us don't even know it's there. Aaron say, Machar Chag LaHashem. Tomorrow, it's a holiday to God. In the middle, when he built the worst sin ever done by the Israelite, which is the golden calf, he say, tomorrow is a holiday. He didn't mean tomorrow like Wednesday, it's Thursday. He meant tomorrow to the future. He meant that the future, this day that seemed like the most negative day of the year, will turn to become the most positive day. Machar. It will be eventually. So, if you will connect to your potential and not to what you're missing, it will be amazing. Amazing months. Just connect to it. Now, I have to add here something more from astrological point of view. It's not easy. Not easy. I'm just going to look at the chart of what is going on. Okay? As of today, is it 21st of June today? Mercury in retrograde. Where? In Cancer. Moon, where is it? In Cancer, of course, tonight. Sun, where? Cancer. Good. Venus in Gemini in retrograde. Jupiter in Capricorn in retrograde. Saturn in 6th house in Aquarius in retrograde. Should I continue? Pluto in Capricorn 6th house retrograde. And just like, what's going on? What's going on? The name is backward. The letters sound het, like a sin. It seems it's a heavy time. When people came to visit me, what do you think about Corona and this? I don't know if you see my video. I said, I'm not worried so much about that as I'm worried how long it's going to take and how long it's going to affect the business. And that's my concern. And I say that May and June will be heavy. And we see it's very heavy. And we're still in June. So let this June just treat us as nice as possible, because soon we're getting into another month of Cancer. And the month of Cancer depends on us. As Rabbi Isaac Luria writes here, Yamim el em bester. Those days is concealed. Akol shamach ze mechuse. Everything is there, but it's covered. For that reason, there is codes that hopefully, if you want, we can send it to you. There is 3 codes that you use to open that potential. Tet dalet e dalet, kav vav zayin vav, and mem tzadik pei tzadik. And you do this code right after the 17th day of Tammuz. That's first, it's a day of fasting. You fast from morning to night. And the fasting is only from sunrise till sunset. And again, I mean, that fasting is for taking responsibility for when Moses broke the tablet. Even we didn't, but we were part of that golden calf. If you consider yourself spiritual, you were there. If you consider yourself not spiritual, you weren't there, so you don't have to worry. So if you think you are spiritual, you have been in the golden calf, and you went and raised your level of ego against spirituality. And for that reason, we fast. That's the reason, by the way. So, from that day that we fast, 17 of Tammuz, 17 days of the month of Cancer, till the 9 days of Av, it's 21 days. In these 21 days, there is secret of light that come down. But those light are not revealed. They conceal. It's almost like you need to press it like on a computer and decode the light that's coming down, and to the decoding, you're getting that light to be yours. That's actually what happened. And especially in the month of Cancer. Especially in the month of Cancer. Because within this day, you have everything. If you count the 21 days from the 17 days of Tammuz till 9 of Av, and you're going to get 21 days, of course. Those 21 days is the exact amount of holiday being celebrated in the time of the Jew left Egypt. So the Jewish people celebrate the 21 days of holiday. If you count all of them together, if it's Rosh Hashanah, if it's Yom Kippur, Sukkot, you know, those all the Jewish holiday, it's exactly 21 days. Of course, please, one Shabbat and one Rosh Chodesh. Shabbat being the Sabbath, and Rosh Chodesh the beginning of the month, like tomorrow. It's unbelievable. 21 days. So that's means if you count, let's say, on the 17 days of Tammuz, you start counting, that's the first day of Rosh Hashanah, you can actually premeditate what's going to happen to you for the whole year, if you know how to do it. This is tremendous. So we are understanding now that within this month there is everything. It just concealed. And what happens when it's concealed? It's a problem. It's like you're walking into a store that all the diamond, the gold, and everything expensive belong to you. But there is like a hologram. The store seems empty. There's nothing in the store, just garbage, papers, pieces of paper on the floor. There is illusion that don't let us see that there is actually everything there. And we need to decode it to understand, wow, this whole time that was the best thing ever happened to me. But I couldn't see it because I'm busy with Mi'uta Levana. I'm busy with the moon that is missing the full potential. Yes, but the potential is there. Don't be busy with what you don't have. Be busy with what you do have, and celebrate what you have, and tell everybody about what you have. And if they don't like it and it bothers you, that's when you not really celebrate what you have. You are needy for that attention to celebrate what you have, and because of that, you still connect to the dark side of the moon, which is what is that I don't have. I hope you got what I just say. It's very important. You can walk around all day long with what is that you didn't achieve or what is that you didn't do. You have to start walking with the concept and the idea that you got it all. Be happy about what you have. Be happy about what you have. That's our person getting from one step to another. And I'm not talking about gratitude or appreciation, my friend. I'm talking about really be happy about what you have. Gratitude is sometimes people are becoming too nice with manners. Oh, have gratitude, have gratitude. You know, I'm not talking about that. That could be fake manners. I'm talking about, you really have a lot. We really have a lot. And once you look at the one good thing in your life, then you take another thing, which is negative thing in your life, and you tell me, why is that a blessing? And if you can't, something is wrong. Because you connect to the dark side of the moon. For that reason, you know, the disease of cancer. Disease of cancer. What is the disease of cancer? There's so many definitions that I heard. Some say, if you talk about tumor, a cell will keep growing. One definition. And other people cells that eat the other and kill. And it spread. Nobody want to get sick. Not just with the virus or cancer or heart attack. People want to stay alive. What is to stay alive mean? What is alive? What is the feeling I'm alive? What is it when you swim in the ocean? When you jump from an airplane with a parachute? What is it to be alive? When you dance? When you are with people? So what is the word alive? Chaim. Where does it come from? Nari, Rabbi Isaac Luria explained to us. Be alive is chayut. Chayut going to a place called Chokhmah. That's a place called wisdom. And meaning what? When you have a desire that become fulfilled, you become alive. You are alone and you meet new friend. You were lonely, that was the empty. New friend become the fulfillment, happy. You try to pass, I don't know, the bar for a lawyer and you pass, happy. So fulfillment of the desire equal happiness. The Talmud said that the concept of happiness is when you remove all doubts. You're gonna have doubts, remove the doubts, make you happy. Asarat asfekot. So, the true essence of happiness is removal of doubts or fulfillment of your desire. That's happiness. That's happiness. That's the ultimate happiness. Now, if you climb to the next level of happiness, which is art, is to be happy when you can fulfill other people's desire. That's one level. But now, it's split to two. When you fulfill other people's desire, I do it to please them so they can see how great you are. And then we're going back to catch 22, to your lack, to your misery, to your not being confidence, and now you connect to the dark side of the moon and you want to receive. Or you do it because there is a pleasure in you to see other people happy. Today, Father's Day, my kids cook for me a cake. It's called Bake Alaska. I don't know if you know what it is. Difficult cake to make. They asked me, what do I want? I said, Bake Alaska. They said, we gotta work 3 days just to make this cake. And in the end, of course, as women do, my daughter took the project into her hand, and it didn't look like Black Alaska. It tastes like Black Alaska. Bake or black?
Baked.
Baked Alaska. And I asked her, we sit together and I asked her, were you nervous when I look at it and the shape and this, that? And she answered so clean. She said, no, I was busy making it for you. It touched me, actually. The reason it touched me, because that's the test of true giving. when you don't care what the person think of you or don't think of you. You know, it's about, I want to make you happy. So if it didn't work now, it's going to work later. I see many people get disappointed when they try to make somebody happy and the other person don't become happy with them. And they get angry. So what was your purpose? To make me happy? To make yourself happy? Are you using me? Are you using me to make yourself happy? People think pleasing is nice. No, pleasing means you're using me. You're using me to become happy. You are using me. Can I make you an omelette? Of course, thank you. That's very nice. In America, it will never happen. You bring me the omelette, I eat the omelette, and I say, disgusting omelette. What is the person who gave me the omelette said? This person have no gratitude. This person have no appreciation. This person is not nice. Then, I don't know, Chef Ramsay is coming, he tests the omelette, and he said, this is the most disgusting thing I ever ate. Oh, now we respect Ramsay. Oh, now he say it. Oh, that's got to be right. What am I telling you here? If you are too sensitive in this month, not to criticism, to that you're giving is not working. You're not giving enough. You think you're giving enough, but you're not giving enough. You can't look just into the number. You just need to understand you're not giving enough. When you get it here, then your giving become better. I serve in my life few masters. I don't know how many of you serve. So I more master the level of serving than the level of being in the level of a master. I enjoy serving. And I practice serving every day to the highest level that you can imagine. Because when you want to serve and you judge the person that you are serve, you're not there to serve anymore. It's for you. I was once learned from a person who run all the hotels in our area in California. He gave me a tip, invite me for lunch with the Caesar salad he did for me and fish. And he teach me something. He teach me business, but then he teach me awareness. And he say, look Eliyahu, look what I'm doing with my hand. So what is that? I said, this is my hand. I'm waving for the waiters to come. I said, yes, there is another way to wait for the waiters to come. So this is not good. They didn't know who he was. They didn't know he owned few of the hotel. And he said, I should just look disturbed with something on my plate and they should run. That's how the true waiter's job or serving job need to look like. You want to fulfill the other person's desire. So when they not happy with the tea, you see it in their eyes. If I serve people in my house, those of you who have been here before, I like to see that everybody have enough food on the table. Everybody has wine, everybody has whatever they need. And I enjoy that I'm able to supply what is that they desire. That's happiness. And I'm not trying to speak highly of myself. I just want to take it as an example. That's how you become happy. You gotta look into people's desire. What can I do? Whatever it is, clothing, charity, money, whatever it is. Food. When people start asking me, do you want to eat? Do you want a cash? Do you want a shirt? You don't ask, you give. Giving comes before asking. If the person don't want it, they can tell you, listen, thank you so much for bringing it, but I don't need it. Give. Stop with the concept of how am I kind of give to myself and love myself. That's one thing. But now come next stage. Feel the pain of others. Go around. In the month of Cancer, people who are Cancerian, unfortunately, and if you listen to me, please pass it to all Cancerian. They need to wake up this year immediately. Otherwise, it's not going to be easy year for them. It's already not an easy year. Remember, all of the Cancerian, you're so sensitive to yourself. That's not being sensitive. You are so sensitive to yourself. And if you judge me now, you better close this camera until you will be ready to hear that. You're so sensitive to yourself. If you have Moon and Cancer, all what you're thinking is somebody who hurt you. Stop with that. change, transform. If you don't love yourself and somebody hurt you a little bit, it's because you don't love yourself. Nobody can hurt you. Just stop protecting yourself and be open. Life is beautiful. Because once a Cancerian open up and no longer afraid to get hurt, they become the most beautiful people on earth, spiritually and everything. Those of you involved in a relationship with the Cancerian, I know it's hard. You can't tell them what's wrong with them. You can't criticize them. This year you should. Why? Because the Cancerian this year need to hear what's wrong with them. They're going to hate you for that, but they need it. And if they run away, you chase them if you love them. If you love them, you chase them. You don't give up. This is for all Cancerian. Now, if you are Cancerian yourself and you want already to change, you gotta make a list of what you're happy about. Your money, your business, your relationship. Please make a list of the good things you have in your life. And sometimes when Cancerian put goals for the year, it's not goals. It's things that they want to receive from the dark side of the moon. And that's why when they get that, they're not happy. You gotta be happy with what you have. You have a wonderful life. And if you're sometimes sad, it's not your fault all the time, because sometimes the energy of the moon is not easy. It's affecting you. So it's not easy being you. But that's why you were born in the month of Cancer. You have a mission, you have a job. You're supposed to bring the world the full potential. We need you. But you cannot feel your pain, I'm sorry. Not this year, you can't feel your own pain anymore. You have to feel our pain. God gave you this gift so you can feel every other human being pain. So if you're involved in a relationship, stop thinking about yourself and your little pain. Somebody forget about your anniversary, or somebody forget your name, or somebody look the other side when you're in the middle of your talking. Things will happen to you. You're Cancerian. People are going to hurt you, purposely or not purposely. That's your life. That's your logo. If you're gonna let it go a little bit, it's gonna be amazing for you and for everybody around you. Please, please. Now, how do we behave? From the 17th of Tammuz, from the 17 days of the month of Cancer, till the 9th day of Av, which is 21 days, don't go to the market between 12 to 4. 12 to 4, there's a certain angel that appear in the afternoon, okay? And doing those 21 days. So, I mean, we're already home, so this is the 4 hours you really stay home. Do the shopping in the morning, okay? Don't go there. To see the good all the months, not just in the 21 days. To find the good within the good which are not good. Don't get insulted. Give a compliment without expectation of returning something in return. To look how to do chesed, how to do kindness. To give charity, food, clothing, money, gift. Surprise people with a lot of gift every day. Every day. And 7, to pray 3 times a month, at least, if you can do it every day, it's perfect, that your enemy will feel love. You don't have to love them, but that the Creator will give your enemy to feel love. 3 times at least this month. And this is taking us to something, I didn't want to talk about it tonight, but I feel like we have time. If you have questions at this point about the month, please ask. The portion that we are reading in this month, like this Saturday, is Korach. And Korach, the first word is Vayikach. Korach took. And there is many commentary, he took bad advice, his wife. Some people say Vayet Palag, he looked for separation. But in the end of the day, Korach was jealous. Kuf. Korach Kinai. Kinai. Why was he jealous? Because it was in his personality, in his DNA. If you are jealous, don't hate yourself for being jealous. A lot of people hate themselves for having something wrong about themselves. You're born with that. What do you do with this? Don't ever hate your fear. I have some fear from stupid thing. I'm looking at myself, are you afraid of that? But we should look at the fear when it arrives. Say, hey, little fear, how are you? Thank you for arriving to me. Now, listen, I really want you to leave me, but if you stay, please tell me your message. Why you make me afraid of this? Or jealousy. Jealousy come to you. And the jealousy will tell you, listen, I'm there to motivate you to want more. Nice. So why you come in the shape of jealousy? Jealousy. Take the jealousy away and turn it into something else. Turn it into desire. Jealousy is not a real desire. Jealousy is a fake desire. Like I want things that I cannot get, and I'm going to tell you how miserable I am because I can't get them. And I will tell you, and we'll drink over the bar a shot, and I'll tell you how miserable my life is, and you're going to be next to me because misery loves company. Here's life. So jealousy is a reason too. The Talmud said, "Kidat sofrim tarbe chokhmah." When you have jealousy for the right reason, I want to be as nice as you are. That's a good jealousy. So don't hate yourself for being jealous. Korach was jealous. But Korach was jealous in a way that even if you solve it to him, whatever he's jealous from, he continued to see the bad. Almost like this must what we shouldn't be doing. Can I? But why? Why in this DNA he was jealous? Why? When you look at Rabbi Isaac Luria, he writes that Korach was Cain. Moshe was evil. Last time, Korach was jealous that Abel, his brother, has extra twin. He has one girl that became his wife, is his sister. I know it sounds weird to you, but they were the first people. So they're born with the soulmate. And Cain has one, Abel have two. Cain killed Abel. And then God said to Cain, why is the land swallow the blood of your brother? And the death of Korach was that the land swallow him. After he spoke negative about the people of Israel and about Moses and Aaron. What he claimed was not so wrong. But why he claimed it was for lack of unity. There's people who are miserable in this world. They're jealous, they're miserable all the time. It doesn't mean that you have to look at those people and say, oh, I feel bad for them, I feel bad. Stop feeling bad for them. Why are you feeling bad for them? Tell me. You help me out there. Why are you feeling bad for them? Why? Because it gives you ego so you can save them? People who are jealous and miserable. Sometimes you see in a room a family, everybody's happy, and you see somebody stuck in a corner, looking at everybody, give everybody evil eye like this. It's a moment of happiness. Can you celebrate with us? No. I'm busy that I don't have what you have. You have money, I don't. You have beauty, I don't. This is all day long. Jealousy. That's Korach. That's what happened to Korach, my friend. So the Zohar said, because he wants something that not belong to him, the universe took away from him the thing that also belonged to him. That's the rules of the universe. Meaning what? If you're busy looking at the good things in your life, what's working, and celebrate and tell everybody, every hour of the day, you have to put it in schedule. Hour, where do I say thank you to something? Where do I appreciate things on Facebook? Hey, everybody, I'm so happy I have my life. Hey, everybody, I'm so... Then what happened? It's become more. But when you're miserable.com, show, yeah, money, I have this and this, but I don't have one thing. Then the universe have an operation. Right away, not only this one thing go away, other things start to go away. The question is, why? What is the technology of that? Technology is simple. Everything has a vessel, as a container that holds it. The container that holds the existing thing is called gratitude. So when you want to hold the light of the existent, you give gratitude, but it's not from the manner's point of view. You give gratitude and appreciation, not from the manner's point of view, from the purpose of, that's the only way I can keep what I have. So it's a technology. It's nothing to do with manners. Don't get confused. You say thank you, not to do the other person a favor. I'm saying thank you because I want to keep whatever I have. That's the way to keep it. Gratitude and appreciation, keep what I have. No, now you want to have more? No problem. There's a few techniques. See the blessing within the curse. Second level, feel the where other human beings feeling cursed and try to help them to fulfill it, to become better. Now you're doing different level. Your frequency change. No more selfish. You feel. You become a person now. You're no longer a receiver. You're no longer the person who's the habit of randomness. You're now went to a high level. Now you're talking, now you're thinking. Now your picture growing up. It's called Or Mekif. It's called surrounding light, meaning distance. You can see further than just as far as your nose can go. Further. Way further away. So that's what I begin with. Hush Ariyah. How far do you see with your eyes? As far as your eyes let you see. Not as far as the universe appear to be. So these eyes can see. Now when you see what you see, what do you do with that picture? Let's say you have positive picture. Do you skip over it and say, I saw that before? Like you don't want to go with a person like me to the museum. Not the right person. Don't take me with you. No good. No good. I'm not as educated as you are. So I'm going to look at pictures and say, what's the story here? If I would be more educated like you guys, of course when you take me with you to the museum, I will enjoy it. But I'm, be honest, uneducated. But the thing that I enjoy seeing because of the color and the beauty of creation, I appreciate. That's me going to museum. I appreciate what I understand. But because I have a lack of understanding of what you know, the Rembrandt, the thing, that you know way more than me. So when you go to museum, you say, oh my God! You know, that's a different. You understand what I'm saying, right? So going back to our conversation, if you have gratitude to the thing you see, and you have appreciation, that's when you have an understanding. If people around you don't have appreciation or gratitude, it's not necessarily the bad people. Sometimes they don't have a full understanding of who the person is, that they don't appreciate, or what the picture is, or what they have. So this is the first thing, if you want to keep things in your life. Always have appreciation and gratitude to it. Okay, this is very important to remind yourself to do that, to keep things in your life. Now, the other thing, and that's only for advance, is to go and look at something which is negative in your life. Jealousy, fear, anger issue. If you have it in your DNA, could be from a different lifetime, like Cain become Korach. You might carry some souls with you. Heavy duties, responsibility. Instead of being miserable, that you're born to that, look at your response. That's your job to fix. It's hard, but that's your job. At least you know your mission. Whatever hard for you to do to overcome, that's your job. So when somebody pointed to you that you're wrong in that, why are you defending it? Are you defending the lack of mission of your job? It's so stupid. It's like you try to get from LA to Denver. Somebody stop you on the highway and says, sir, that highway go to Arizona. And you say, I say to myself, I never listen to anybody in my life. But why? Why wouldn't you take this criticism? It's going to help you. That's the problem with not seeing the good. Within the bad, which could be criticism, or somebody crushing the ego, there is a blessing in everything. In this month's Re'iyah, for that reason, the tribe that controls this month is Reuven. Reuben. What does Reuben mean? Reuben. See, it's a boy. See, it's a boy. Reuben. Which means the Re'iyah is a dispense. To see, the sight, the eyes power is a dispense. Whatever you look at, give it a blessing. Give it a blessing. If you'll be like Korach, he knew he did mistake after he did it. At least he knew. Most people, when they do mistake, they defending the mistake. I never understood people like this. You're already doing a mistake. Why are you defending it? Let's say I catch somebody doing something wrong. So why are you doing it? So he said, well, let me tell you. Are you about to defend the wrong thing you're doing? So you're almost like defending the crime that you are doing. How are you going to change? If somebody pointing to you what you're wrong with, I'll tell you a story. one of my neighbor behaved in the wrong way. To my opinion, of course. So I wrote something to him, because I thought we close. He read it and took it. He was angry. And he said to me, I'm surprised for somebody like you, spiritual, to write something so strong like that. And I said to him, what you did, I feel like you owe me an apology a little bit, no? And he wouldn't apologize. After I realized he wouldn't apologize, and he wouldn't get it, so I went one level down. You have to. You gotta see the good in it. So, okay, if I want to teach him something that could be good for him, because he was not sensitive and he hurt about 5 or 6 people at that day, and he wouldn't see it, it's okay, it's not my responsibility, it's not his duty. So what I did, I back off. I said, you know, I think the reason I wrote it because I was hurt by you. That was the second chance. Maybe he will apologize. So I was so hurt by you because I felt like we're getting very close and we are friends. And what you did to hurt those people hurt me. So I thought he will apologize there. No, he couldn't get it. So okay. So I'm very happy you talked to me. This was the 3rd try. And now I hope we're going to stay friends. And everybody went their way. So I shared everything with my wife. I shared it with my wife. And she was proud of me. She said, that's actually very good you did that. You went a few steps down for him to feel comfortable like he came for a reason. But am I a liar here? No. You have to talk to people according to where they are. If you think apologize is a wrong thing, he's not capable of doing that, that's it. I can't be there. I can go against your negativity. And if you protect your negativity, I can help you. So, we have a lot of things going on. I'm going to take you to a short meditation now. And I hope that the month of Tammuz, the month of Cancer, the moon, כל זה איננו שווה לי, חטא תף, the angel of the month, will be with us, guide us to see the good in everything, and also to find blessing within the curse.